What is up, guys? My name's Yen. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about the garden stuff pack going free, and we have some conspiracies going on behind that. We are also going to be diving into, unfortunately, The Sims hiding posts regarding some backlash and controversy that they've been facing over the past couple of weeks. Now, of course, I would love your thoughts and opinions towards the bottom, and remember that we can announce our opinions while also being respectful in the comments. With that being said, we're going to hop into the very first topic, and that is the romantic garden stuff being free, as well as some little bit of speculation. The romantic garden stuff came back a couple of years back, and it was one of the stuff packs that many people loved and enjoyed. It could not only bring your Sims back to life, but you could also have this whimsical wedding. You know, before there was My Wedding Stories, there was the garden stuff pack, and a lot of people bought this pack in specific to have weddings. But of course, now we have My Wedding Stories, so of course this pack kind of gotten onto the back burner. But for those who love those whimsical backyards, I highly suggest it, and why not? It is completely free. If you go onto the EA website, you can see that it is completely $0, and I went ahead and grabbed it myself because why not? It's free. But I did notice, however, there's starting to be a trend of stuff packs going free, including My First Pet stuff. I always have a tongue twister. Now, My First Pet stuff had a couple of backlash and controversy when it first came out because many people felt that it was leftovers from Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs was an original expansion pack, and it, My First Pet stuff kind of bit off the Cats and Dogs, and in order to have and even buy the stuff pack, you needed Cats and Dogs, which is kind of a ripoff because altogether they're saying you need to be paying $50 for something that should have been in the game originally. Now, there's a lot of speculation going on behind the fact that why The Sims is actually making a lot of these stuff packs free, and is there going to be another stuff pack coming soon that could possibly be hinting at the fact that why these are free. Now, hear me out. I have some speculations, but of course this could be a reach, and I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Now, with The Sims actually tweeting out a horse, a car, and a fairy saying "oh my" way back when, a couple of weeks ago, actually this is not even weeks, a couple of months ago, and The Sims was hinting at the fact that we could possibly be getting fairies, cars, and horses. We already thought that, okay, we got the horses, right? So what happened to cars, and what happened to fairies? Now, fairies was something that a lot of people thought was going to be the next expansion pack, if not the next game pack, and with many hints like, growing together and as well as cottage living, there was little hints here and there of fairies possibly coming, but SimGuru Nova actually shut those rumors down, saying no, it's not a hint to anything, just thought it would be funny. But again, this was way back in June when a lot of people were speculating. Now, we do know that fairies are completely possible to put into game because we've seen a modder do this, and thanks to Whiny Brit, who I highly suggest you guys to go subscribe. I mean, the videos are actually hilarious, but actually showed deep in depth of what this mod creator was able to do and succeed with when it comes down to fairies. So we do know that it's possible to actually code into the game, but unfortunately we still haven't had that. Now, some people like myself are really interested in seeing more of the supernaturals being brought into the Sims world, and of course I'm thinking maybe they are going to be bringing fairies, but again, this could be a far reach, or maybe they're just going on a whole nother tangent of we're making things free because we have something bigger in store, and bigger always means more money when it comes down to the Sims. So again, I'm gonna speculate with that in just a second, but of course there's a lot of things that happened with speculations where the Sims knows exactly what they're doing when it comes down to not only controversy and shutting Simmers up, but also just having people speculate, because the more people speculate, the more people understand or start to talk about the Sims, and the more people talk about the Sims, the more people are interested in what's going on, and the more people are like, you know what, maybe I should want this pack, or maybe I should want that pack. Again, the Sims loves controversy. I'm starting to understand this now. I think I know their formula, because controversy works for them. Whenever there's controversy, they have a really good selling point, and they start selling things every single time, and it works. I think it's their formula. Let me know down below in the comments, because again, if I look at some of their recent packs, they have totaled up to $1,000 US, and people are still buying it till this day. Now then again, of course, the Sims itself is now free, so a lot of users are constantly daily joining and seeing all these new packs for the very first time, so that could also be where the revenue is coming from. But I also do believe that when there's controversy and when there's speculation, a lot of people do end up up getting these packs because one, they want to find out for themselves, or two, they're just interested in what other people are talking about. Again, even with, you know, regarding the new sim shop that came out, a lot of people were talking so much about it, and like some people were like, this is way too expensive, this is crazy, this is ridiculous, and I was one of those people too. But lo and behold, most of their items are completely sold out except for some socks. Of course, a lot of people were like, you know, I'll be all right if I don't get these socks, but most of these items totaled up to like $200, and you only got one item. Now again, The Sims knows exactly what they're doing when it comes down to, I will say, the marketing. I will say the marketing team is so slick in so many different ways, but also I feel like they're putting themselves more into a damn if they do, damn if they don't situation, and which I'll get into in just a little bit. But first, I want to quickly talk about what's been going on as far as The Sims actually hiding other Twitter users' posts about the controversy that's recently going on. The Sims actually dropped a whole new TV show called Not Creative, and it's basically supposed to inspire people, you know, to create a little bit more when it comes down to The Sims. But of course, with that came a lot of backlash, because regarding that, there are a lot of bugs and glitches that are still broken when it comes down to the new For Rent EP that recently just dropped December 7th. Again, I felt this was a really good idea, but very poorly timed, because again, many people are still frustrated at the fact that they cannot play this game, but meanwhile, they're over here promoting the fact that you can now, you know, have this new TV show. But I took a look at some of the hidden posts that the Sims team actually did on this exact post where they were talking about the new creative TV show, and people were a little pissed, and they were like, why are you bothering doing this, and instead of just actually focusing on the game. And of course, these are the two posts that was hidden. Now I only seen two, but again, it was enough to make people look at it and be like, oh, so the Sims team does see what we're doing and they are hiding our post. Why is the Sims team hiding our post when they know for a fact that many Simmers have been having so many issues regarding the game and they are looking the other way? And again, this is what makes me feel like The Sims is in a damn if they do, damn if they don't situation, because regardless how much controversy they have, including The Sims Direct communications, I want to talk about that for a second, where The Sims Direct has not been very direct since the moment they came in out. Now, we do know December 14th, they actually dropped a little patch update. Now, again, it's not the, you know, the official one that everybody is hoping for, but they did drop a little bit of bug fixes when it came down to PC, Mac, and console, but it was still not enough to play this game. And people are growing frustrated and even went to the Sim Gurus, but the Sim Gurus have not stated anything since the release of the backlash. Again, ever since the controversy, they have not said a word. They have not said anything. Many people feel like the Sims team should be responsible to say something, but other people are like, what are they supposed to do? That's not a part of their job. They're completely doing something totally different. What are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you think that the Sim Gurus are wrong for standing down and being like, I'm not saying anything, or do you think they should speak up and talk about it? Now, I have seen some gurus. I'm not going to say all of them are in that category of I don't say shit ever, but some of them do say stuff, and then when it backfires, they're like, oh shit, I'm getting off Twitter, bye, deuces, I don't have time for this, I don't want any negative energy, blah 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 blah. And it kind of happens again and again and again. Now, again, it did happen with Sim Guru Popcorn, where she faced a lot of backlash with Horse Ranch. Horse Ranch had a lot of backlash because regarding the fact that it was a lot of buggy and there was a lot of issues with it, and many people felt that it was just, of course, the gimmick was the horse, and that was pretty much it. And again, she worked on it. I'm not denying the fact that the Sim Gurus don't work very hard on their projects. I am just denying that there is testing going on when it comes down to the releases of the game. I'm like, who are testing these? Because every single time there's a consistency, every single time there's a problem. And again, when Simmers talk about it, it's all of a sudden an issue, and that we're being problematic, and that we can never just enjoy a game. But how can we enjoy a game that's broken if the game that's broken is broken in the first place before we even begin to play it? It just doesn't make sense, and it's a cycle that's going to just keep continuing until they register the fact that this game is broken and something's got to change. Honestly, I said it in the last video, I'll say it again, they need to take a year off where they solely focus on the game. Like, focus on what is going on from the game, the base game, and then work your way to every single pack that has issues, because every single pack does. And I'm not gonna say that, oh, it's look, I get it, it's a game. Every single pack you guys put out is not gonna be like absolutely perfect. You know, other games have patches. I understand that, but damn, like to this extent, it's getting to the point where it's like a lot of players are like, I'm leaving The Sims 4. I don't have time for this. Again, I always go through this mini rant of like frustration, but again, I stand by what I said. Would love to know your thoughts and opinions, and of course, I want to hear what you guys have to say. With that being said, I do want to do a tweet of the day, and where I actually tweeted to you guys saying pick one, The Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4, and with 308 votes, 40% of you actually said The Sims 4, which is really shocking to me. Now, mine pick would have been The Sims 2. I just think it's iconic. Again, the very first game that I ever played that involved The Sims was The Sims 2 Bustin' Out, and then right after that was The Sims Castaway. So I would love to know, what was your first Sims game that you picked, and also if you had to choose one franchise, which would it be? With that all being said, I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and as we are closing the year, we are totaling over 25,000 subscribers. That is insane to me, and it's all thanks to you guys for helping me build this community. Again, it's a we situation. It's not just the me putting in the work, it's also you sharing, liking, and commenting my videos, or whether you're a silent viewer. At the end of the day, you still showed me some love, and for that I thank you. With that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.